Let's look at more of editing items. We have looked at many of these, but you can still continue to look into, let's say, from insert gallery, editing items from the insert gallery, headers, picture captions. It's a matter of you picking that caption that you want, then you say insert. When you reach here, you can as well change the whole story from here. I've just clicked into this. When you click straight into this, it will bring the definite feature that you will work with. So here you can increase the contrast of your picture, the way it looks. You see, the more I increase, let me put it big, a little more bigger. So here, when you click into it, then you try to increase the contrast or decrease. You see, when I try to decrease the contrast, it will keep reducing the way it has been seen. You see, now it's no longer more visible than here. When I add the contrast, it keeps showing all the nitty-gritties of that particular item. So that is also another part of editing your work according to what you want. So you can as well insert another picture. Instead of this, you can go to the gallery where you have kept your pictures. Then you can as well change. All that is editing. You can change the picture from what is exactly seen right here to something different. In case you have it somewhere, you may just pick that particular pic, then you apply it just to replace that other item that is now available. For instance, where you have your pictures, then where you have your pictures is where you go and pick one, then you say insert to replace this other item. So it will come, and here the process, it is now replacing, or it has replaced. You can also practice what we've been doing, you see. So the more you increase the contrast, the more it will. So you can as well keep editing in accordance to what you preferably feel like. So that one will give us the real feel. So here you can apply the caption. So here you can also have the caption onto your pic. You can change the font type to Vendana. You can increase the size so that it's visible. You can change the feel of this, and you see, so you have already finished changing the formation of the item that you have added. So you can still continue to look at more of other, for instance, coupons, checkbox. You can edit whatever you want by using the really knowledge that you have in uh, other departments. Picture and picture caption, we have seen them. You may look at buttons, how to edit them. These are the different buttons. The moment you pick one of this type, it means it's going to replace the way your buttons appear. For instance, here you can say insert. So here you are changing the way you want your buttons. In case you want to align maybe some other buttons, maybe down here. So here this is one could be called so you can as well edit. You can apply a link on this button, or that is editing. That one can be added to some other part, as we shall be seeing in the future. You can still edit this same by formatting object to look at the colors, or you can change the way those colors appear. Might change to something different. Then you say okay. Lines, you may try to put the straight one, which are very strong, and then you can as well, what could be the color, you can change the quality, transparency. The more you move, it turns. The more you go back, it goes very dark. You see, it will reach a level where you will not be able to see. The colors have changed. The transparency. So you want it very thick. You may put it there, or you may increase by using this. All those are formats of editing. Then you can say, okay. So we have changed the formation and the part of what we had called buttons. So you can come back and say design gallery. You pick some other item of your choice, logos and checkbox, borders, label. Then you edit attention getters, advertisement. Then you can insert. Then you interchange the way you would love to see that item designed. So these are the same process like we've been doing in some other time. Format picture, you can bring in to see the things concerning that picture. You can edit words and other items. You can keep doing whatever that might suit to your brain as you keep trying to advance into some other items. So here you continue to format. Formatting is all about creativity. The more creative, the more the item will come up. So objective, you could pick some of those other objects to fit into your presentation. Then you can edit as you wish. So here you can edit still by editing the bitmap images. You can Adobe Chrome documents, graph charts and other items. You can just create automatically or create from the file. It depends on what you want. You have to choose exactly which file that I want that item to be from. Then you can browse. Then you pick that particular item, for instance this. Then you can say insert. Then you can as well all this is all about editing. We are indeed still at one course of editing the items. So learning how to edit items by giving time to what you want to edit. So that will bring another big concept in the way your items might appear onto your computer system. So we cannot rely mainly on one thing, but we continue to say that you have to try out your skills, your creativity in what you want to do. So the more you keep practicing it, the more it will work out. So that is the best way of doing things that one might as well advise. So it has changed the formation because we had picked to rehearse with this. So applying whatever that may be needful, it's all about your job, all about your creative mind. So if your minds are dedicated to this, you can so after blendering you can have something. All these are ways of doing things. You can continue by coming up with a fill effect. All this is editing. What we are doing is what we call editing. Editing what might transpire. So all these so all this is part of editing. Just a matter of concentrating onto the items that you feel like drawing enough time to them, and you conclude. So briefly, we may as well end here. Good, we have seen ways of trying to format our